Thank you for choosing our story. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to check out other stories on our channel. From princes and princesses to fairies and detective tales, each story is packed with beautiful lessons about friendship, family, and morals. Now, let's dive into today's exciting story, The Kind Hearted Neighbor. Written by Mukhtar Ahmed, this story is a treasure trove of valuable lessons. All rights reserved. The Kind Hearted Neighbor by Mukhtar Ahmed. In a village lived a farmer who owned a small piece of land where he grew wheat and other crops. He worked hard in the fields all day, and his wife, besides managing household chores, also helped him with various farming tasks. They had two children, a 10-year-old boy named Shah Nawaz and an 8-year-old girl named Mahanur. Since the village was small and didn't have a government school, both children studied at a nearby madrasa. The farmer and his wife, though uneducated themselves, strongly believed in the value of education and wished for their children to learn and succeed. Once, their wheat crop turned out exceptionally well. After selling the harvest, the farmer earned a good amount of money. His wife was overjoyed. She calculated the household expenses for the entire year, set aside money for seeds and fertilizers for the next season, and carefully stored that amount in a trunk to keep it safe. Even after covering all the essentials, a considerable sum remained. She brought the remaining money to her husband and said, "We've taken care of our annual needs. Winter is approaching, and Eid is near as well. Let's go to the city and buy new clothes and some gifts for the children." The farmer, who loved his children dearly, was pleased. His hard work had paid off, and now he could buy something special for them. It had been a long time since the children had gotten anything new. Agreeing with his wife, he decided to go to the city the next day. They didn't tell the children about their plan, wanting to surprise them with gifts. Instead, they simply said they were going to the city. Since the city wasn't far, they expected to return within 2 or 3 hours. Not long after they left, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Thunder rolled, lightning flashed, and soon heavy rain began to pour. It came down so hard that within minutes, everything around was soaked and flooded. The loud thunder and bright lightning frightened the children. Being the elder, Shah Nawaz tried to comfort Mahanur. Their mother had prepared lunch before leaving, and when noon came, they ate together and tried to nap. But their growing worry made it impossible to sleep. Time crawled by. The rain didn't stop or even slow down. As evening fell and darkness spread, Shah Nawaz lit an oil lamp to comfort Mahanur. Suddenly, she burst into tears. Alarmed, Shah Nawaz said, "Don't cry, dear sister. The rain must have flooded the streams and made the roads muddy. That's probably why mom and dad are late." Though Mahanur stopped crying, she continued to sob quietly. Next door lived a young woman named Fakira, newly married. Like many others in the village, her husband had gone abroad for work, and she lived with her in laws. That evening, while preparing dinner, she realized she was out of salt. The village shop was at the far end and unreachable due to the heavy rain. She thought of borrowing some salt from the farmer's wife. Throwing a shawl over her head, she went to their house. When she knocked on the door, Shah Nawaz and Mahanur ran to open it, hoping their parents had returned. But when they saw Fakira, Mahanur ran into her arms crying, while Shah Nawaz explained that their parents had gone to the city. Fakira gently scolded them, "Why didn't you come to my house when you were alone?" Thereafter, she locked their house and took them with her. Her in laws also learned what had happened. Fakira quickly finished preparing dinner. Knowing children love sweets, She made jaggery rice for them. After eating together, she comforted the children, assuring them their parents would be back soon. As night fell, she laid out clean, warm bedding and put them to sleep. By morning, the rain had stopped. A short while later, the sound of a bullock cart echoed through the street. Fakira heard it and ran to the door. She saw the farmer and his wife stepping down from the cart, looking anxious. The wife's face was pale with worry. When she saw a lock on their door, she looked at her husband in confusion. Fakira came forward, reassured them, and explained how she had brought the children to her home the night before. Relief washed over them. The children were still sleeping peacefully. The farmer's wife said, "Sister, you've done us a great kindness by looking after our children. Had we known the rain would trap us, I would have left them with you." Fakira replied, "Please don't mention kindness. Neighbors have great responsibilities toward one another. Our relatives live far away, but neighbors are always close by. That's why we should care for each other, and that's all I did." Her in laws, standing behind her, were listening with pride. They smiled, happy to see how thoughtful and compassionate their daughter in law was. Hearing the voices, Shah Nawaz and Mahanur woke up. They ran to their mother and hugged her tightly. The farmer's wife handed them the bag full of gifts she had brought from the city. Their faces lit up with joy. She gently placed her hand on Fakira's head, blessing her with prayers, and then returned home with her children.